Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome your leader of the House Republican Majority, Steve Scalise.
All right, settle down, people, settle down. We got a few things ahead of us. Wait till President Trump comes out. We've got the over-under. You know, if you got your bingo cards, it's going to be a fun night. But look, the first thing I want to say is thank each and every one of you for what you did, number one, to help us keep the House majority and what you're doing to help us grow this majority next year. Now, just think about it. It's not even been 3 months since Donald Trump took the oath of office. And what a difference 3 months makes. Just 3 months ago, the lunatics on the left said to save the planet, you've got to buy a Tesla. Today, the same lunatics on the left get a Molotov cocktail, light it on fire, and burn the Tesla. I thought they cared about carbon emissions. What about the carbon emissions? You could drive a diesel truck for 30 years and not emit as much carbon as lighting a Tesla on fire. These people have lost their mind. Now, the press says a lot right now about how the Democrat Party doesn't have a leader. Like most times, I beg to differ with the Washington press. The Democrat Party has leaders. Their names are AOC, Bernie Sanders, Jasmine Crockett. Have you seen them? They are pushing the same Marxist ideology that brought people to the polls in record numbers to elect Donald Trump president. Not just winning the Electoral College, 77 million votes to win the popular vote, to run the table in all 7 swing states. The Democrats still won't admit why they lost, but we know. We ran on real issues. We said we were going to go to work day one if we had the House, Senate, and White House working for those families who were struggling under Joe Biden's policies. And what have we done? In just 3 months, we have already started fighting for those families. Border security was the #1 issue in America, and look at what happened. In less than 3 months, illegal crossings are down 95% because Donald Trump has done what he said he would do. If you look at energy production, and we're working on this one big beautiful bill, you're going to hear President Trump talk about that one big beautiful bill. This is the bill that will lock in tax rates so we don't have a massive tax hike, that will allow us to produce more energy, reversing all the crazy Biden far-left policies to shut down American energy. When you think about border security, yes, the president has already taken major steps to secure the border, but we still need to build the wall, and we're going to fund that in this bill. We're going to give our Border Patrol agents the tools they've been asking for years. Night vision goggles, drones, the things the drug cartels in Mexico has that we don't have. Why should the Mexican drug cartels have better technology and tools than our Border Patrol agents? That will change with House Republican leadership when we move this bill. And on top of that, just look at Elon Musk. I mean, the left wants to demonize Elon Musk. All Elon Musk is doing is identifying the waste, fraud, and abuse that we have all known has been out there in government. Tens of billions of dollars in every agency being wasted, thrown away. Stacey Abrams given $2 billion to do who knows what. But that's all changing. And what are the Democrats doing? You would think they would say, you know what? They got us on that one. We'll work with Trump and Elon to root out waste, fraud, and abuse. No, they are fighting that. There is a major party in America called the Democrat Party that is defending waste, fraud, and abuse in Washington. You can't make this stuff up. But it doesn't end there. We identified before the election that about 75% of federal workers in Washington weren't even showing up for work. You have to show up for work. Our constituents have to show up for work. Yet these bureaucrats were making over $100,000 a year, not showing up for their jobs, and the job wasn't getting done. And President Trump, day one, said, you better show up for work. Now, you don't have to, but if you don't, you lose your job. Well, man, lo and behold, they all started finding their workplace. Not to work, but to protest. Look, what we have done with this majority in just 3 months is only the beginning. When you see these policies start going into law, Trump's first week in office, we had the Lake and Riley bill on his desk. We're putting 2 more on his desk this week to reverse some of the crazy financial regulations. When we get this big bill on his desk to lock in tax rates, to produce more energy, to secure the border, to lock in DOGE savings, and all the other things we're doing, including strengthening America's national defense, watch what happens to the economy. And all the naysayers, the press will never be on our side. They'll never tout the wins. But this President Trump has come here on a mission. I got to work with President Trump in the first term, and everybody watching knows this. They see a president more focused. They see a president more resolved than ever before to fight for those families who worked hard, showed up at the polls, and said, we want Republicans in the House, Senate, and White House to save this great nation. We are just getting started. You've been there every step of the way with us. We're going to grow this majority. We just, by the way, got 2 more House Republicans last week. 2 elections in Florida. We won. Randy Fine and Jimmy Petronis are probably here tonight. Let's welcome our 2 new Republicans. We doubled our House majority. And think about this. I'm going to leave you on this note. Because a lot of you, when you're donating money, you wonder about your return on investment. I want to just tell you our return on investment versus the Democrats. Last week, the Democrats spent $22 million to lose those 2 seats in Florida by double digits. We spent less than $2 million to win those seats by double digits. That's a return on investment. That's why this is the best investment you can make in this House Republican majority. Let's keep growing, let's keep winning, and let's save the greatest country in the history of the world, the United States of America. God bless you. God bless our president. We're going to have a great night.